Welcome to this short video about how the 3F method works. Think of the mind as having two parts. To understand anxiety, for example, there's the conscious mind, the logical or thinking part that you're aware of, and there's the unconscious mind, constantly scanning the environment and generating responses. For example, imagine you're driving your car while talking to your friend, and your friend is sitting in the passenger seat. And as you're chatting, a news item comes on the radio, and you pause to listen. And you tell your friend, hang on a second, I want to hear this. Now, this isn't unusual, this happens quite a lot. But here's the question. As you're focusing on the news item, who's driving the car while you're listening to the radio? While your attention is on the radio, your unconscious mind is still tracking the road, the traffic, the surroundings. If the car ahead of you suddenly brakes, you react instantly without thinking. That's how your unconscious mind works. It processes information and reacts before your conscious mind even notices. It resolves the problem before you're even aware that there's a problem. Anxiety works in the same way. The unconscious mind detects something your conscious mind hasn't noticed, and it's triggering a fear response with no clear reason to be afraid. So what happens in the body? When your unconscious mind senses a threat, it signals the nervous system to release stress hormones. These cause rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, your stomach discomfort, sweaty palms, shaking, muscle tension, and so on. Anxiety is your mind responding to a perceived threat that your awareness has missed. It's, as I call it, your mind is responding to something that your eyes can't see. This is why anxiety feels confusing. It's all sensation but no information. The 3F method involves 3 Fs: feel, focus, and find. Now, I've been working with anxiety, panic, and overwhelm since before 2010, long time. And this method gives teens a simple way to manage anxiety in 3 simple steps. So step 1, feel. This involves recognizing the sensations of anxiety and accepting them without the fear. Anxiety triggers thoughts like, I can't cope, I need to leave, I can't go to school, I have to go home. Sound familiar? The goal of this step is to shift from escaping the feeling to being curious about it. Instead of thinking, I have to leave, ask, where am I feeling this? How strong is this sensation? And the main concept here is that curiosity is the enemy of fear. The more curious your teen becomes about the sensation, the less likely fear takes them over completely. Step 2 is called focus. Once they accept the sensation, they shift their attention outwards. Anxiety makes teens feel trapped inside their minds. They focus inward, naturally or instinctively. So here, instead, they will observe people outside of them, nearby, notice the environment, notice the situation, identify external factors that might be triggering their anxiety. Anxiety, it traps them inside an inward cycle. But by focusing outward, they can break that cycle and start to take control. There is no solution inside their thoughts that can resolve their overthinking problem. The information they need is outside because their feeling is responding to something around them. Step 3, find. This step helps teens connect with their anxiety to real-life triggers. So here, it gets the person to focus in on what specifically is happening. So they'll identify whatever it is, social pressures, upcoming exams or tests, the fear of disappointing someone, situational triggers, as I said, social triggers, interactions. This step is about learning to see what's really happening. And once they see the cause, they can start to manage it. Often nothing needs to be fixed. It's just recognizing the trigger can reduce the anxiety. Understanding what's happening helps them feel in control. What makes this program so effective is that, unlike traditional methods that focus on thoughts, this program addresses anxiety at its core as an emotional response. This course includes 2 guided hypnotherapy sessions, and these sessions help teens listen to their own feelings without fear, without self-judgment, or all that mental noise that's going on. This allows them to navigate anxiety confidently, stay in school even when uncomfortable, and respond to overwhelm effectively. And this builds a resilience that will help them navigate their very challenging environment. Take action today. If your teen struggles with anxiety, panic, or overwhelm, the 3F method can help them transform this experience. Look, teens are complex. They live in a difficult environment. There's no magic fix, but understanding is the key. And I know getting teens to engage can be a challenge, but if they absorb even part of this, of what's on offer in this course, it will help them see anxiety differently. And if we can make them curious by presenting information, either new information or information in a way they haven't come across it before, we can generate that curiosity, then we naturally reduce the fear and the panic. So if other methods haven't worked as effectively as you would want them to, then the 3F method might be the difference. Whether your teen is in therapy or not, this method enhances their support. As a parent, you have full access to this course. Every lesson is documented, including transcripts of the actual hypnotherapy sessions, and you'll see exactly what your teen is learning. This isn't about abstract ideas. The 3F method is simple, effective, and it's based on how the brain actually processes information and how the brain actually processes anxiety. So when you sign up, you stay in control of your teen's access. And if you choose, you can go through the program yourself. In fact, I'd recommend it because it will help you understand their experience and it will help you to support them better. So sign up now. If this makes sense, just take the first step and let's get started. Remember, anxiety can be managed. There is a way through this.